Morgan here. This is my very first video in my house, and I thought I would post this to kick off the very first day of December. Now, I am one of the most awkward people on earth. I am an awkward mess. I have anxiety. I mumble a lot. But I do have my moments where I'm just really awkward and I'm a really bad mess. And I thought I would share to you my top 5 moments. Number 1. In 6th grade, I had a class called Technology Education. We were building solar-powered cars, maybe the size of an index card. I had finished mine already, and a classmate had asked me for help with gluing the engine to the base of her car. Now, I'm gluing, and all of a sudden, I feel a hot burn here. I had got the hot glue on my hand. Now, with you getting hot glue, you had to stand up, go to the back of the class, wash it off. Now, to prevent me from being stared at, I just sat there with the hot glue on my palm till the end of the class. So I guess the pain of the hot glue was worth it, rather than having everyone stare at you when you got up and go to the sink. Because that's what everyone did. If you got burned with the hot glue and you went up, everybody stared for some reason. And 35 students looking at me was not my best idea of how I wanted that day to start. Number 2. Number 2 is when I was in the restaurant. I had gotten to the glass door and it was completely tinted so that no one could see in, no one could see out. Well, since I'm relatively small, I could fit in a small crack. And so I push it open slightly and I slide out. Well, without me knowing, someone else was on the other side of the door. When I slid, I ran into this really tall and really muscular guy with his girlfriend. Now, mind you, I'm 5 feet 5 inches or 5 feet 6 inches. This guy had to be 6'2", 6'3". And all I saw was chest. I ran into his chest, nearly knocking over his girlfriend in the process. Let's just say I bolted, with my face red. Number 3. I had recently gotten all my textbooks for my first year in high school. I went to biology, and she said, take out your textbooks. Well, I never got a textbook for that class, and I told her. She screamed and yelled and reprimanded me. Well, at least I thought she was. She was joking, but I thought she was serious, and I felt really bad and really awkward. I was red, and I couldn't speak. My heart was pounding. So, yes, that was the awkward time I was with the textbooks. Number 4. I was in the hospital visiting a friend, and I went down to get some food in the cafeteria. She was on the 3rd floor, and the cafeteria was on the 1st floor. Well, I had hit the button, went in, somebody else was in there. So to prevent from awkward conversations or from talking to them, I was on my phone the most of the time. Now, I could feel the tension building, literally. And as soon as those doors opened, I bolted. It took me a couple seconds to realize this was not my floor. I was on the 2nd floor. I needed to be on the 1st floor. So I had to wait for them to go down to the 1st floor, exit, for the car to become available, press the button, wait for it to come to my floor, then go back down. Thankfully, there was no one else on that car, so I could process my heart beating alone. Now, the fifth time I was an awkward mess was when I had to call the police. I know how to talk to the police. I know to give your name, your number, the situation, and your address. Well, as soon as the operator picked up and said, 911, what is your emergency? I went through that within minutes. Within seconds, actually. And by the time I got finished with it, she said, this is so-and-so county. Let me transfer you to so-and-so other county. Well, for some reason, my phone connected to the county over. Not my county. The other one. So I had to repeat myself. I was red like a cherry. My heart was beating so fast that I thought I was gonna die. But I still had to keep it calm. Stay calm for the person I was calling the ambulance for. By the time the ambulance got there, we got to the hospital and the doctors saw them. My heart finally slowed down enough to a normal, healthy heartbeat. So yeah, those are the 5 times that I was an awkward mess in my life so far. I have so many more years to go with so many moments of awkwardness and fails. And so, comment yours down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day.